Good morning. Welcome to River Road Unitarian Universalist Congregation. My name's Stephanie Maslowski, and I'm going to be your worship associate this morning. If this is the first time you're here in person, we welcome you, and we hope you'll stop by the welcome table anytime in the foyer so we can get to know you and get connected. For those watching live on YouTube, please feel free to join in the chat with our online host. If you're watching this at a later date and have questions, please visit our website to learn how to connect with us. Game night is tonight from 5 to 8 p.m. in the Fireside Room. We'll have an outdoor fire pit and s'more fixings to celebrate the equinox if the weather holds. Bring a dish to share and perhaps a game. Details for our program and upcoming events can be found on our website at rruuc.org.
Good morning, everyone. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Josh Moore. I am the chair of the Financial Stewardship Committee, and I wanted to give you a brief update on our campaign. As of this moment, we have raised $627,000, and we are about 63% of the way to our goal. First of all, I would like to say thank you to everyone who has made a pledge this year. The next thing I would like to do is ask you that if you have not made a pledge yet, to please pledge. We use this as a budget planning tool. Right now, at only 63% of our goal, we are not going to make what the Finance Committee is projecting our annual budget to be for the coming year. A pledge is only a promise of what you will give to River Road in the coming year. And you have until June of 2026 to actually make good on your pledge if you make it today. I know there's a lot of uncertainty in the world right now, both here in our community and in the world at large. And I wanted to let you know that even if you make a pledge, you can change it if your circumstances change, for better or for worse. But again, because this is a budget planning tool, we would like to ask you to make a pledge as our campaign closes today. And I would also like to say thank you again. We have made great progress, but there's still a way to go. And in celebration of everything we have done already, we are having an ice cream social after service today. So please plan to stay and make a Sunday with us in the Stewardship Hall after service. Thank you.
Why do I have to come after ice cream?
Thank you, Josh. And thank you to everyone who has pledged. And I have to follow up with this next comment. I've learned over the last month from many of you that River Road doesn't talk this directly about money. And I've learned from some of you that you like it that way and you don't want us to be talking this directly about money. And I understand that. What I have also learned in the last 7-8 months is that you have no problems at all telling me what you want from this faith community, right? You want membership support, you want this building to be maintained, you want quality religious education for adults and youth, and you want a professional staff. It takes money to make those things happen. The way your congregation works the minister and the staff sit down every year and say, what does the congregation want? How much will it take to give them what they want? That's the budget. The finance committee looks at it and says, we can afford that or we can't afford that. They don't make substantive judgments on the programming. They look at the how we would write the check. So we're in this place right now where our finance committee is telling us that's very optimistic that we're going to raise the money that you've asked for, Reverend Connie. To which I reply, it's what you've asked for. So here we are. We are short still of the pledges that came in last year. If we don't make the same that we made last year, we can get by. We can forego staff cost of living increases, and we can forego some of the other things that we've planned, that you asked for. Maybe. We might have to cut some things from what you were used to, right? If we get close, if we do a little better than last year, maybe we can do a couple of the things that you've wanted to do. If we meet the goal, we can do it all. Now, I know that from the stewardship folks that there are some of you who have said, I won't pledge until I get to see exactly what's in that budget. And I'm not going to have 15 individual meetings to go over the budget. But what I will offer you is 2 Zoom sessions over the next week where you can ask questions about what's in the budget. We'll show you a summary of the draft as it exists right now, with the understanding that it is a draft. Does that sound fair? Okay. And what we'll do is together is we'll keep working on the pledge drive. We'll keep looking for savings. We'll keep looking for ways to give you all the things that you want to the extent that we can do it. All right. Come, let us worship.
We begin our time together by lighting our chalice, the chosen symbol of our faith, with these words by Reverend Dr. Julia Corbett Hemeyer.
We light this chalice in celebration of joy, the flickering flame of a candle, a flame that shimmers, that dances, that cheers, the flame that heartens and encourages us in hard times, the welcoming flame of this community.
Sing in gladness. Please rise in body or spirit as you are willing and able, and let's sing hymn 163, For the Earth Forever Turning.
You're listening to a Toadstool and Fairy Dust reading of the book Just Add Glitter by Angela D. Terlizzi, creatively read by Miss Jill. Bored, ignored, or feeling down? Need some fancy in your town? Want some shine upon your crown? Just add glitter. What's this? Try a speck, a fleck, a sprinkle. See how things begin to twinkle? A little here, a little there. Glitter, glitter everywhere. Is your bedroom such a bore? How about some sparkle on your door? Could your art use a little something more? Just add glitter! A dash, a dusting, or a touch. It's so small, but oh, it does so much. A little here, a little there. Glitter, glitter everywhere. That looks good. Are your walls asking for glitz? Looking for more flashy bits? Time for pouring on the Ritz? Just add glitter! A pinch, a cupful, or a mound. Glimmer, shimmer by the pound. A little here, a little there. Glitter, glitter everywhere. Have you made your whole world gleam? Do you love this glistening dream? Then grab a ton of fun and scream. Add more glitter! Uh-oh. Stop. We've got enough. We're lost in this sparkly stuff. I thought we needed all this bling, but it's too much of a good thing. The glitter made it hard to see what sparkles most is you and me. What? What's that at the door? Googly eyes. The end.
You may be wondering why. Because. That's why. Because. Because right now it feels like we could all use a little bit of glitter. And so, today we're going to have a glitter communion. And we're going to start with the youth and the teachers because they have things to do. So if you'd like to come forward, if you are a youth or a teacher or you need to get to a class, come on up and we're going to bless you with some glitter. You have your choice of whether you want it on your forehead or on your hand. And then go back to your seats. And, oh, I see you now. Don't leave us out. Don't leave us out. The rest of you will have a chance to get your glitter blessing at the end. So, Cliff, can you give us some glitter music? Come on around, guys. We got 3 places.
Hey, you want it in her hand or
Come on around. Come on around. Okay. Come on around. We got 3 places. Come on.
Come on around. Thank you so much.
What color do you want? Of course. Where do you want it? Want it
I've
on?
got some gold over here.
How's this work?
Do you want it on your hand? Turn your hand over. We do it on the back of her hand.
Whoa. Oh, I gotta get a lot out of there. Wait a minute. There it is. You're welcome. What, purple?
Yeah. Then I want gold. I got gold.
Okay.
Right on your hand.
This is so you'll sparkle today and always. Oh, look at sparkle. This one's hard to come out. Pink? Okay. Hold on. There we go. There it is.
The silver and gold of these work better.
This one.
Oh, great.
Whoa. Whoa, may you glitter today and always. Okay. What color? You got different colors. What color do you want? What color do you want? Pink. May you always sparkle and glitter. It's not a lot. Do you want more? There you go. What color? There's silver.
Oh, perfect.
She's got sequin butterflies. Perfect sparkle.
Way to bring those sparkle.
Anybody else? Okay. Okay, I just want more. It's on my cheeks if you can't tell. Do you want to send them to classes? Oh, more. Okay. May you always sparkle and shine, today and always. And we now send you guys off to your classes and activities and have a great time. We'll see you later for some ice cream. There's a lot going on today, isn't there? In this world, in this time. And I don't know about you, but I've been thinking a lot over the last couple of weeks where I was 5 years ago. What I was doing 5 years ago. For those who may not remember, it was the start of the pandemic. And we were afraid and concerned, and some of us were angry, and we were sick, and we were lonely. We were just flat out terrified and scared of this thing. And for many of us, those feelings are feelings that we have today. For different reasons, but we still have them today. So as I was walking Ridley, my dog, and I talk to her all the time while we're walking, and I also take pictures of things while we're walking. So I've been documenting our walks for 5 years. And I noticed that there's a tree along our path that is blooming already. And I thought, wait a minute, when did that happen? How did I miss that? And I realized I missed it because I was preoccupied. Spring will come. The rose will open. Even when the times are hard. In 2020, I never could have imagined that there would be another good day. I thought, oh, gloom and doom, I'm not going to survive this. And we did. So I offer you a prayer by Danielle DeBona. And this is a series of meditations from Shelter in This Place, which was contributions of you religious professionals in 2020. Reverend Danielle wrote, "It is a good day. Breathe. Take a breath and feel the weight of the world lift from your body. Remember that you survived. No, thrived. Find your deep soul. Hold it in your hands and thank it. Thank that soul for its protection and power. We have survived. We are not the same, yet we have survived, battered and bruised. It is a good day. Breathe. Take a breath and feel the weight of the world lift from your body. Let your heart be filled with peace. Let us each, in our own way, offer thanks to that which is most holy for its protection and its love. Amen." Even now, as the world seems so upside down and things seem so dreadful in so many ways, I know that spring is coming. I know that we will be okay, somehow, some way. So now I invite you into a moment of silent or not so silent meditation, reflection, and prayer. If you feel so moved, name the thing that is on your heart right now. After which we will sing, "I Know This Rose Will Open."
we want to talk a little bit about the Partner Church. When the Partner Church program began here, this is when things were changing, and I particularly know about it from Romania when we were there. It happened after we were there. We lived there in the most unglittery time, in the most unglittery of the Eastern Bloc. When Dwight Kramer suggested this committee to help our Unitarians in Transylvania, I couldn't get there fast enough because I knew the drabness, the fear that existed at that time. So 5 of us went on our first trip to Fiat Falva, the village that was assigned to us. One of the things we did was buy a tractor, that is this church, bought a tractor for the farmers there. They helped bring gas to the village so that they could cook much more easily instead of burning wood. And so that partnership has existed now over 20 years. Our second, then it seemed, why not do it again? And Reverend Ginger Luke, following her sermon, we took on a second church. This is in India, northeast India. And there, it wasn't a matter of repression, but it's just poverty and the fact that these are Unitarians. They are a minority, just the way the Unitarians are in Transylvania or in Romania. So we felt that we were really just making a connection that these people needed. One of the wonderful things that's happening in Fiat Falva is the widow of the retired minister gives after school classes for the Roma children. Talk about being a minority. These are Hungarians living in Romania, and Roma are a hated minority. And she gives classes for them to bring them up to speed so that they can have the same education that the other children do. This is after school classes. Anyway, this is just a small part of what we're doing. I hope that you will be interested in these 2 projects of ours.
You may know that March is the designated, that Partner Church is the designated giving organization. You can give until the end of the month, either today or through the website, or send a check to the church. Be sure to designate Partner Church. Now, the fun thing that I have to announce is that in 3 weeks, April 13th, Sunday, the Transylvanian Youth Choir will be here to celebrate the service with us by singing Hungarian traditional songs. We are looking for a few families to host 2 or 4 youth. So if you have a spare bedroom, we ask you to think about hosting. This is such a special opportunity where you can engage with youth from Transylvania, which is where Unitarianism began. At the coffee hour, Janet and I will be available to share more information about their stay here, April 11th through 15th. Now we have a video from Reverend Joseph from Fiat Falva in Transylvania, sending his greeting from that church to you. And he may look familiar to you because he's been here visiting us twice. If you could run the video.
Friends, Thanksgiving is one of our major holidays. This occasion gives a great opportunity to reflect on our lives, to remember precious moments and persons. As we gave thanks for all the blessings, we were thinking of you too. During one's life, there is always at least one moment to be grateful. One of these for us is your friendship. I hope our message finds you in a great health. We wish you all the best one can wish to the beloved ones. And we hope for understanding, love, and we hope to see you soon. I wish you a joyful Partnerfest.
A Fiatfalvi Unitárius Egyházközség nevében szeretettel üdvözöllek titeket innen, Fiatfalváról, őszi háladás napja alkalmával. Szeretettel köszöntünk minden egyes River Road-i testvérünket. Nagyon sokszor gondolunk rátok, úgy évközben, minden alkalmakkor is. Emlékszünk a veletek együtt eltöltött szép időkre, ott a közös főzésekre, közös kirándulásokra, minden egyes alkalomra. Nagyon várunk már titeket Erdélybe, Fiatfalvára, és remélem, hogy a közeljövőben is találkozni fogunk együtt. Köszönöm szépen!
Hello, we send our greetings from Fiatfalva.
Szán család részéről küldjük üdvözletünket a testvérgyülekezeti tagjainknak, és sok egészséget kívánunk, mert szerintem az a legfontosabb.
Hello, I hope all are okay in River Road. I wish joyful celebration.
We are so grateful to each and every one of you, my dear friends. This anniversary reminding us a church of beyond belief, a church that focuses salvation through deeds, and God is love. And God is love. Love is the doctrine of this church. So let us love one another, for love is of God, and everyone who loves is born of God and know God. Thank you so much for your greatest contribution to our church. You are the wind beneath our wing. With love and friendship, thank you. With love from Mobland Church. Thank you.
To learn more about the Partnership Church and all the ways to connect with the mission and the vision of this community, please visit our website at rruuc.org. You can also give right there on the main page by clicking the blue Give Online button. If it's more convenient, you can text to give. The text to give number is 73256. That's 73256. Type RRUUC and the amount. If this is your first time visiting, please feel free to let the basket pass you by. Your presence is your gift to us. Thank you for sharing your time, your talents, and your treasures. Our offering will be greatly received. Now. It's an earth song, and I've been waiting long for an earth song.
It's a spring song, and I've been waiting long for a spring song.
Strong as the bursting of young buds, strong as the shoots of a new plant, strong as the coming of the first child from its mother's womb.
An earth song,
A body song,
a spring song.
and I've been waiting long for an earth song.
At the first UU church I attended back in 2009, the minister taught a class on sermon writing for lay leaders who were interested in, lay speaking or doing whatever, just anybody who was interested in the topic. And he said, "Did you know that there are 19 different types of sermons?" And I said, "Well, Reverend Nate, no, I didn't quite know that." And there are, and someday I'll tell you what they all are. But today is going to be one of those kinds, which is just a pep talk conversation, spiritual encouragement. This isn't an intellectual message on salient points of theology. It's not a history discussion. It's not participation. It's just a pep talk of sorts. It's a love message from me to you. Because I think some of you, okay, probably all of us could use a love message right now. When I look around, when I listen to the news, when I walk outside, I see people in various states of something. And I can't quite put a name to it. And I think, no one can blame you for looking down at the sidewalk. Because people aren't meeting my eyes when I walk. I think no one can blame you for doing that. No one can blame you for being angry right now. No one can blame you for worrying right now. No one can blame you for being afraid right now. No one can blame you for any of the feels that you have in this moment, because there's a lot going on. And it's hard. It's so hard right now. And it's easy to be consumed by it. It's easy to let it swallow us up whole. To lose our faith in humanity, to lose our connection to one another, to forget about little things like glitter, to not notice that the trees are blooming, that the flowers are coming up, that we have bright yellow flowers out there. It would be easy not to notice those things. But I'll tell you, some of us aren't noticing, and that's okay, because the truth is that we are all dealing with what's going on in the world right now the best way we know how. And for as many people as there are in this room, there are that many ways of coping. There's not one way. There's not one thing to believe, to do, to want. Some of us are responding through activism. Some are choosing to do as much as they can do, to have their voice be as loud as it can be, to speak out in every possible venue, to be heard at all costs. And that's wonderful. Some of you are turning to spirituality. Some of you have told me that the thing that is holding you right now is coming into this space for worship on Sunday. The feeling of this building. The shared breath with those you love. The opportunity to get quiet, to meditate, to connect to something larger than just you, whatever that is. Some of you are handling this right now by connecting with other people, by pulling closer with your family, with your friends, with your neighbors. I have heard of folks planning kind of, what do you call those? Bug out communities, right? With their neighbors, that if stuff gets bad, we're gonna stick together. We're gonna share a stockpile of things. If we have to go, we're gonna go together. And that's real too. Because for a lot of people right now, their bodies are not safe in this environment. And they have to have a plan to get out. if necessary. And that's the way they are coping, and that is good. And then there are some who are coping by just trying to get through the day, by just trying to hold on. There are some among you who have told me that I didn't cry today for the first time. Or today I was able to calm my rage. Or maybe today, if I can just get through this day, tomorrow will be okay. I can't plan long term because I feel like I'm standing on quicksand. All I can do is just get through this moment. All I can do is survive this day. Those are all very different ways of getting through. And every single one of them is the right way. Every single one of them is the right way. We have to do what we can do to get through this. Now, I also know that in some places of worship, houses of faith, churches, and congregations, there are folks looking at the person standing in the front saying, tell us it's going to be okay. Tell us that things will be like they were. Tell us that everything is going to be wonderful again. I can't. I can't. I don't know that everything will be okay because I'm not sure what okay means right now. If it means that we will return to the way we were, I hope that's not what we do. Because what we had was not perfect. What's going on right now is flat out scary to me, but I don't necessarily want to go back to a patriarchal system that wasn't always kind to people in black and brown bodies, to transgender people, to people with disabilities, to people who are poor. We know it's worse now, but it wasn't great then. I wish that I could tell you when the atrocities that are being perpetuated against us now will end, and I can't. I wish I could, but I can't. What I can tell you, what I do know for sure, is that I'm going to keep living my values, that I'm going to keep fighting for what's right, for what I believe, to the best of my abilities. I'm going to do that. And I hope that all of you will be able to do that too, even if it means tomorrow the most you can do is get up and comb your hair. Because sometimes that's a struggle for us. If it means you can get up tomorrow and write a letter to the editor, if it means you can get up tomorrow and protest, if it means you can get up tomorrow and go to your job knowing that you may not have that job by the end of the day, whatever it is, my wish is that you can keep going, that you can keep fighting, and that you remember that the world is still turning, that the sun is still rising, that babies are still being born, that couples are still getting married, that people are still dying. The world is still turning. Spring is coming, even in the midst of all of this. We will do what we can, but we cannot get lost in the fact that the world is still moving forward. There is still motion. And so for us, for me, I will speak for me, I'm going to make the time in my heart, in my mind, in my space to notice these things. I'm not going to miss any more budding plants. It may seem frivolous in the midst of everything that's going on. Why is she talking about flowers? I have to do this for my heart. I'm not going to miss out on those little joys. I'm not going to miss that spring is coming. I'm not going to miss what the birds are so insistently trying to tell me every morning, which is get up. There is hope. We're here. We're with you. Okay, birds, let's go. Let's take these moments wherever we can find them. And maybe even add some glitter along the way. I've been talking a lot this morning about the pandemic. And I want to leave you with one last writing. This is called Glitter Road. And it's from this anthology, Alone Together: Love, Grief, and Comfort in the Time of COVID-19. Glitter Road was written by January Gill O'Neill. She is an associate professor at Salem State University, and before the pandemic, right before the pandemic, served as the Grisham Writer in Residence at the University of Mississippi. Glitter Road. I'll take my miracles however they appear. A salamander poking its head above the bricks, the shocking blue overcoat of the season's first bluebird, a spider web unbroken. At the corner of Molly Bar and McElroy, I saw a thick trail of glitter in the curve of the right turn lane. Fuchsia, heavy shimmer refracting the noonday sun as if laying flat a rainbow's extracted hue. Not paint or blood or a parade shedding its cheer. It's the faded streak of eyeshadow as it trails into flecks, then disappears. I think of cars passing through this moment, their undercarriages aglow with possibility. It's hard not to feel good riding a glistening wave, my tires now bespeckled with a purple sheen. That's tough to rid or ride away, the road ahead made beautiful by this temporary shine. On this day, may we all encounter a little glitter along the way, a little sparkle to ease our hurting hearts. May we all shine today and always, even through the hard times. I want to invite you to sing with me. Maybe a little different. We're going to sing a song you know, but we're going to sing the words a little differently this time. So please rise in body or spirit as you are willing and able. You know this song, Come and Go With Me. You know that song. In the African American tradition, we call out words when we want to sing the verse again. So you're going to have to listen to me. After we get through these two, sing it through twice, you're going to have to listen to me to know what the next words are. Let's go, Cliff. Let's sing. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land where I'm bound. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land where I'm bound. Springtime, there'll be springtime in that land. received. There will indeed be glitter in the form of glitter communion. If any adults would like to be glittered, feel free to come up afterward. I think because of timing, just come up. I will share with you now 3 ways that you can live into your values. Living our values out loud, but not alone, encourages us to be open-minded, to be open-hearted spiritual communities, helping people lead lives of justice, love, learning, and hope. This is the last chance for Mystery Dinner Theater tickets. The show is this Saturday, March 29th, with proceeds benefiting the World Central Kitchen. Shelter Week is March 30th through April 4th. Sign up for items to donate at the table in the fellowship hall or on the Sign Up Genius from the e-weekly. We especially need help in the later half of the week. As Ursula mentioned, the Transylvanian Choir will be here on April 13th, leading our service. We will also next week on March the 30th have a workshop on microaggressions after the service, what they are and how to respond. This is sponsored by the Educating for Change Racial Justice Group. Whew, that's a lot. How many?
We close this time of worship by extinguishing our chalice and reciting aloud together these words by Elizabeth Sell Jones. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
I know that I am between you and ice cream, and that ice cream melts. Therefore, my blessing this week is simply, may you sparkle today, tomorrow, and always. And if you'd like some glitter, come up and I'll put it on you. The book, please come up. Natalie has the book. We'll bring the book up to the pulpit. The membership book.